All right, so thank you very much for attending this event. This is Decentralized Disruption. Again, we'll be discussing blockchain, cryptocurrencies, and smart contracts, among other technologies related to the field. This is the first, and what we hope will be a long and successful series of panel discussions around technologies like quantum computing, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and other interesting technologies as they come to the forefront. And if I can ask a question to the whole panel, if you think about key applications of this technology, or maybe industries where we'll see the most disruption from this technology, which would those be? Paul, a question for you. If you think about this technology, and obviously there's, I think, a lot of opportunity for companies to have great success out of this, but if you think about the technology's ability to affect social change for good, are there opportunities or the possibility for that to happen via this technology or the surrounding technologies? Cool. Okay, and Dimitri, back to you. If we think about this technology, how do we move forward creating awareness of the technology, first of all, which I think we're maybe doing here a little bit this evening, but secondly, how do we create trust in this technology so that it maybe leads to a bigger adoption? So, Paul, to keep with you, so news broke recently over the weekend that one of the largest, if not the largest, cryptocurrency exchange, Coinbase, which I believe is out of the U.S., is now in talks with the Securities and Exchange Commission in the U.S. to become a licensed brokerage, thereby allowing them to trade in digital currencies that the SEC considers securities. Generally speaking, is this a good sign for the crypto community? Smart contracts promise to program our world on the head of blockchains and potentially replace some of the functions currently executed by expensive or slow legacy intermediaries. So off of that, a question for, let's say a question for Kyle, what are smart contracts? So we have just a few minutes left before we get into the sort of general audience Q&A. So if we can, I'd like to ask just a couple of questions around regulation, everybody's favorite topic, I think, in the crypto space. First is this. Historically, regulators have regulated those central providers of trust, be they banks or whomever they are. But in this case, we have this technology where the central provider of trust is being disintermediated and the trust component is built into the technology. So given that situation, how do you regulate? And that's for anybody on the panel. And I think maybe one last question in here, and then we'll go into the Q&A, the general Q&A. Everybody's aware of GDPR, right? It's coming into effect May 25th, I believe. So we have this technology here, blockchain technology, that claims to be an immutable record of transactions. So once something goes in there, it's very hard, if not impossible, to take it out. Yet under GDPR, we have Article 17, I believe it is, that is the right to be forgotten, where people can request that digital data about them be removed. So how can you have both of these existing in the same space? How can you have immutable records on the blockchain and also have a right to be forgotten?